Welcome to part 3 of Lottery Basics. Hopefully you've caught the other two videos in this series so far. If not, there's a link down below in the description for those. Definitely worth watching. And in this video, we're going to go over the other 3 remaining bet types. So in previous videos, we've gone through how to fill out the betting sheet. We've talked about the straight bet type and the box bet type. And in this video, we're going to talk about a two-way bet, a wheel bet, and a one-off bet. So these are the other 3 betting types that you'll typically see in pick 3 lotteries in any state. So let's go ahead and start off. So let's talk about the two-way bet to start with. So in the last video we did talking about the straight bet type and the box bet type, and we did our workout to show exactly how that works here. So the straight, as a quick recap, is you hit the numbers exactly in the same order. Box is hitting those numbers in any order. Now the two-way is basically making one bet, but you're basically betting both box and straight in a single bet. So when those numbers come out, you haven't had to pick either box or straight. By placing a two-way bet, you're saying, I can either win those numbers straight or I can win those numbers box. And the amount that you earn will be a little bit less than hitting the straight or the box directly. But it's definitely a way of spreading out your odds so you actually go ahead and pick both types. So that's just two-way, very simple. Next we'll talk about the wheel. Now the wheel, a lot of people get confused about the wheel. It can be a little bit daunting as you read through the instructions on various state websites, but it's actually very, very simple. The wheel is actually just the box, but rather than betting one bet, what it's doing is it's placing a single bet on every single combination. So if you remember when we went through the box, we basically went through every single individual combination. And when you're playing a box, if you bet $1, you're basically betting $1 that any of these numbers will come out. And that's why you'll get a lot less money out of that. Now with a straight, say for example we had the numbers 3, 7, 2. What it's going to do is it's going to play every single combination. So it will play 3, 2, 7. It'll play 7, 3, 2. It'll play 7, 2, 3. It'll play 2, 7, 3. And 2, 3, 7. So it'll play those 6 combinations, but rather than, unlike the box hit where you're only betting $1 or 50 cents, what it'll do is it'll go ahead and place your bet value on every single number. So if you're betting $1 on a wheel, what it's going to do is go ahead and place a $1 bet on this one, 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 and a $1 bet on these two as well. So essentially what you'll end up doing is paying $6 if you're wheeling your number, because what it's going to do is it's going to play each of these numbers straight with a $1 bet. So you're paying more money to play, but you're actually going to win more money if it lands, because it treats each of these numbers as a straight rather than a box. So makes sense, hopefully. Alright, the last one, let's go ahead and talk about one-off. So I like the one-off. It's actually something that I haven't seen a lot of people play. Maybe you do. If you do, definitely leave me a comment below. But I actually like it a lot, because often whenever you're playing the lottery, say for example we played 372. These are the numbers that we picked here. And the drawing comes up, and the balls are rolling. They're coming out, and we see a 3. Oh, that's great. And then the next number comes out and it's a 7, and we're thinking this is gonna be a lucky day, and then we hit the next number and it's a 1. But we had 372, we didn't have 371. Well, that's where the one-off comes in. If you have played a one-off bet, what it's going to go ahead and do is say, for the individual numbers, you can go ahead and for one of the numbers, if it's one-off, we're going to go ahead and call that a win for you. So if we play 372, what it's going to go ahead and do is say, okay, then you can have 371, because that 1 is off, that 2 is off by 1. Or you can have 373, because that 2 is off by 1. Now what you can't do is say, okay, 7 is off by 1. If for example we had the result come in and it was a 381, you wouldn't win with that, because that has 2 numbers that are one off. you're only looking for one number that's one-off. So the way in which this works is you basically get now 9 different combinations. So we've got 372, and we can either have this last digit be one-off, so we get 371, 373, or we can have the middle digit be one-off, so we can get 362 or 382, or we can have the first digit be one-off, so we can get a 272 or a 472. So we can't have, for example, the 3 be one-off and the 7 be one-off, but we can have each of the digits be one-off. So it's 9, actually that's 7 different numbers that we're playing there. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. As I said, if you're one of those ones that you're playing in your state and every time you're just missing it by one number, go ahead and start playing the one-offs, because that's a good way to capitalize on just being one digit off, which I know is frustrating for everyone when you get those lottery results out. So there we go. Those are the 3 remaining bet types we can play. We've covered the box and straight. Now we've got the two-way, the wheel, and the one-off. Next video, we're going to go ahead and jump into various different lottery strategies, and I'm going to explain basically a very basic lottery strategy and how people use lottery strategies, and then in subsequent videos we'll talk about the different types of lottery strategies that we can start looking at. Hopefully you're enjoying this series. Definitely give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment below if there's stuff you want me to cover in this. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of this series or any of the other great rundowns and videos that I do, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, bye.